November 3rd, cardio day. It is a partner day. I wanted to take a second to make this video on this particular day, just kind of to go over the partner side of things, and hopefully turn more people on and get people more excited about doing the partner work, or why I think it's such a nice inclusion into what we do on a week-to-week basis, or I guess a month-to-month, because we don't do partner days, I guess, that frequently. But partner days, especially if you're watching this video ahead of time, obviously it gives you guys a chance to communicate with somebody. And I love, with my children, I always talk about socializing. Not that people our age tend to struggle with that, but it gives you an opportunity to build a relationship, build a bridge, get a hold of somebody that maybe you work out with or next to or nearby frequently. Maybe somebody you guys see in the gym frequently. We all know that there's people in there that some of you have seen and talked to numerous times for probably years, and never really thought to, start or fire up a relationship outside of the gym. This could be an opportunity to do that. I think that's kind of an invaluable piece or a priceless piece of partner days, as it does start to kindle relationships and friendships kind of naturally or organically. So I do love that part of the partner day. And then, the main part of the partner day, I'll come back to that. Main part of the partner day, from the workout perspective, is you can still achieve a lot of the things we're attempting to achieve in a regular workout. One thing we obviously can't do that well is the hypertrophy or the strength training, because of the volatility of the time of rest and just the rep counts, etc. But you can get a lot of volume in it. And then the one thing the partner day does open the door to big time is your opportunity to increase your intensity level or your output. And that's just something that a lot of people don't do on their own, or don't necessarily know when to do it on their own. And the beauty of partner day is that it's just the whole thing. Like, the whole point of partner day and having kind of that built-in recovery of when your partner's going, under the assumption it's a you go, I go setting. Most of this is a you go, I go setting, right? So anytime you're not doing anything, right, your partner is working, or vice versa, you get that allowed time of rest. And knowing that you're going to get that going into the workout should allow you to get into the right, the right headspace. To know that anything that you see on the workout, if you know what you're capable of before you do it in a partner setting, it allows you to ramp that up. And you guys should, go into this knowing, like, all right, on the run or on the bike or whatever it is, you name it, right? 'Cause outside of the run being you go, I go, but I'll talk about the run in a second. I know that I can hold 60 calories typically, or 60 RPMs on the bike typically, because I have these built-in recoveries. Maybe I'm 64, 65 today. And that's kind of the entire thing. Like, one of the best things I was ever taught is if you're not making mistakes, you're not trying hard enough. And that does apply a lot to fitness. And it's kind of like, if you're not failing, you're not trying hard enough. And partner day gives you that little bit of a crease to overexert yourself and maybe test some boundaries that you typically wouldn't do when you're by yourself. Because again, you do get to fall back on, all right, I know that this rest is coming, and I can always tone it down after my next rest when my partner's working out if I need to, or maybe I find out that I can, increase my output, and with rest, I can sustain this level of output or force output, over the course of, whatever it is you happen to be doing during a partner day. So I love partner days for that. Is, you go in, even if somebody is maybe not as conditioned or as capable as you may be, or vice versa. Maybe you're with somebody who's way more conditioned and way more capable than you. It doesn't change anything. Like, although you might not finish the workout in its entirety as fast, it doesn't affect your ability to increase your output and your force generation. And again, you guys, nothing on here is written like I have to do half and my partner has to do half. Like, if we're doing 40 calories bike and I'm just a superior, hands over fist, better biker than my partner, it's not a bad thing. Like, you have to learn how to strategize and communicate and talk. And maybe I'll do, 25 of the 40 calories, have my partner do 15. I'll finish the bike, because I'm doing more anyways. And that allows me to rest coming off of the bike and let my partner then pick up at the bench or box overs, right? Like, that's the whole point of the strategy part and the communicating part. And you build kind of just this organic and internal relationship with people when you do these types of workouts, that I think a lot of people miss out on, because a lot of people will just skip partner day, don't want to go to partner day, and they've never really experienced doing one the correct way. So Urban Legend, we love people doing partners. We're really going to try to push that a little bit more when Urban Legend rolls around. We had amazing feedback from people that did do partner day in Urban Legend, especially some of the people that didn't want to do partner day in Urban Legend. But I would like to incorporate these just a little bit more. And when I say a little bit more, I'm talking like one time a month. Like I'm not trying to dilute our workouts with a whole bunch of partner days. I'm just going to be hopefully a little more cognizant of doing one. Maybe I can find a way to do 2 in a month, but nothing crazy. So hopefully people can look forward to it. This one specifically, real quick, you're both going to run at the same time. So you and your partner are both going to run. It does not need to be the same distance. So again, if I'm running with somebody and maybe they're not even a runner, right? Like they're just going to do 400 meters. I can do 600 meters. You don't have to finish at the exact same time. Like it's completely fine for me to get off the treadmill before my partner does. Like there's no big deal at all. So back to the original saying of your partner doesn't affect your output. I can sprint my 600 meters. I'm probably gonna need to recover anyways after. So, if they want to take their time and interval 400 meters and I'm sprinting my 600, so be it. It's not that big of a deal. I'm gonna get off my treadmill a minute before them. Who cares? I'm not gonna be upset about resting for a minute. And then once you both have finished your run, you'll go into the you go, I go portion of it, where you guys can choose, 30 or 40 calories, and then you got your bench or box overs, again, jumping or stepping, 6 total shuttles of the walking lunges. Again, you go, I go means you can break it up any way you want. Single arm swings, and then belly burpees. You guys can choose the rep count based off of, you two can have the conversations and decide that. But either way, lots of little decisions to make. You want to figure out the right flow, figure out the right rep count, and partition it correctly and appropriately, split it up appropriately. And then again, see if you can get through 5 rounds in the allotted amount of time. So again, anyways, long story short, I hope anybody watched this video that was kind of skeptical of Partner Day, you guys can find a little bit more excitement or things to look towards, or positivity to look towards in Partner Days. The hip mobility, if you're on this video, you didn't already know that next month's monthly emphasis is hip mobility. We're going to do this exact kind of routine, I guess you could call it, or flow, or whatever you want, for the first week. So the first 7 days is what we're going to go through. I think it's going to be a good, I try to build this out to be good, kind of a foundation for anybody. And I think a lot of people, especially men, are really going to struggle with a lot of this stuff. So struggle in a good way, not in a bad way, but I think it's going to be obvious. It'll be very glaring that we need to work on some of this stuff. So we're going to work our way through this for 7 days, and then we'll start hopefully, in the blocks of 3, like we have in past, start progressing our way through the hip mobility over the course of the month of November. If you guys have any questions, feel free to reach out. Otherwise, I hope you show up for Partner Day.